Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as France. In 1914, looks like we're set up for a war with Austria-Hungary. I don't quite have all of the battle results ready. I've been compiling them in this spreadsheet, crunching them down, getting them down to where they're reasonable, but that is how many rounds hit during the war. And it is a lot. A few formulas later and I should have it all set up and take a look at how effective things were. But for now, we're building a bunch of submarines and corvettes. Really, that was it? Oh, most boring turn ever. Things I do want to do is to get a new destroyer, especially since we have 1100 displacement unlocked, I believe. Actually, let me take a look. Yeah, we did get 1100. Meh. How often do we get to steel tech? Hooray, Panama Canal. Hooray, more money. I don't like sharing fire control. Oh, now I've got to rebuild every ship. Now let's take a look. Fits easily. Still have the same quality guns. And we can do all of our raiders. Not that I'm as concerned. And not that I can do it. Still only local for destroyers. Still quality negative 110. That's alright, we'll just get the ships done one at a time. Could do more. Like, I believe South Africa. No force requirement. Central Pacific. No force requirement. South Pacific is required. Mediterranean shouldn't be. So South Africa, South Pacific. Oh, right, different version of the guidon. And the Mediterranean. There we go. Four months for each. Which one did I do that I shouldn't have? South Pacific? I thought the South Pacific was fine. I was wrong. Probably thinking Central Pacific? Yeah. Well, that's an easy fix then. South Pacific. Oh. No. Seaplane carriers. Ooh. Our 8 new corvettes. Not backing down. Better ASW. Three new battleships. My goodness, what am I going to do with that many? Well, I guess we're designing a new ship. My goodness. That is way more than we can handle. Why don't we regenerate one? Why don't we do a battle cruiser? That'll look very traditional. And is way over our weight limit. Can we get something a little bit smaller? Please? I have to design a heavy cruiser. And then just plus size it. Well, that's our weight limit to work with. We can do a forward. Thought we researched the B turret. Oh, we're still on armored cruiser. There we go. B turret and aft turret. We'll do the ridiculous quads. A little bit early for quads. But if I can do it, I'm going to. with 6-inch secondaries, but we'll minimize them. And we're way overweight. Short range. Against short range, actually. We're going to have them operate in I did not know that was a thing. Can't keep deck extended thicker than belt extended. See if we can get full splinter protection at least. We go to 12-inch and that might be doable. .26 knots. Go with temperamental engines. That's going to frustrate me later, but it is what it is. Go with a narrow belt. And those turrets are weak. The whole belt is too. I know it's a battle cruiser. That and those turrets are going to be... Quads are going to have a penalty. Even the triples are going to have a penalty. So I think I'm going to reduce them. Could get rid of the superimposed. Delete that. We're going to actually get 8 14-inch rifles. And we can protect it a little bit better. Go for hit and run. The 8-inch belt doesn't give us much. Any immunity zone. Starting to get a little bit of one. Won't have one with this range. Oh yeah, that's way too heavy. Just seeing if maybe we might be able to get enough deck. We get 4 inches We could use this as an extended range skirmisher. Feels so lightly armored. It feels French though. I want to get more range into it, but I think that we'll have to wait. Don't worry about the belt. It's an interesting design. Not something I would normally make. We'll call it the Torville. Yay, more money. I like the idea of an alliance. Allies are a lot more useful in the current version. Oh wow, they popped out right where they were supposed to. Forgot they do that now. So we can send Indian Ocean, and West Africa. Nearly at war with Austria now. I think we're going to go ahead and we're also going to design a new destroyer. Not bad. Heavy center line. I like the use of torpedoes though. Still a heavy. Ramped, really? Why you do this game? Then we have oil now. Do we go with doubles and just put them side by side? Cost us 36 tons. We delete the P mount and put FG. Yep, that's what I was looking for. We can actually fit that. Frees up the center line and possibly plus up to 5-inch. Bit early for that. And we would suffer. Medium range, normal accommodation. Plenty of torpedoes. Harpoon. Nice. That's very close to harpoon. How much for an extra knot? Yeah, I don't think we're going to find that tonnage anywhere. I mean, we could just have 2 torpedo launchers. We could have 33 knots of speed. I don't think that's enough though. Japanese are our allies now. Do need to be ready to afford the new battle cruisers, so I'm going to wait on that. We have 2 in West Africa now. do in the Indian Ocean. Northern Europe. We need to do South Pacific. Where else do we need? Northeast Asia. And that should bring us to about needing just Southeast Asia. And we have our battlecruiser design 2 months. Aircraft carriers seem like an asynchronous, or not asynchronous, I forgot the word for it, but a different way to attack an enemy. So I am all for that. Let's see, that gives us 3 high categories, 3 low categories. Asymmetric, that's what I was looking for. Which seems to be the whole Jeune concept, is asymmetric warfare. Battleships and battle cruisers are expensive. They can be taken out by a torpedo. Hey, improved triples. So we need to have 3 of these. Gives us no budget. Well, Great Britain is getting up there. Ooh, medium range subs. So we have 2 in the South Pacific. This one needs a rebuild. And we're almost to Northeast Asia. We'll wait 1 more turn, proper like. You can't be annoyed at us for not having enough forces in both. I mean, he's Prime Minister, he can, but that's silliness. Japanese want better machinery. We get our 2 new ones. Move you to Southeast Asia. take a few months. And we'll get these two rebuilt immediately, and we'll use our battleships as foreign station. And then we'll also get some of those harpoons building. Start with 4. Hey, better accuracy. Better armor, yes please. 2% weight saving. So we have one that has less range. Less maneuverability, more firepower. I'm not interested. Alright, there's another one of our heavy cruisers. And we can take our 2 battleships off of foreign station and move them back to the Mediterranean. More weight savings. Diesels. Oh, generators for damage control. Always welcome. We have 2 heavy cruisers up in Northern Europe. And wants better machinery. So where were the 2 places I needed? South Africa and the Caribbean. Although, let me double check that. I don't think I had anybody in Central Pacific. I didn't have anybody in the Caribbean. And that should get us back to where we were before, but with directors now. And we're going to build a few more harpoons. Ooh, mine rails. Hey, a float plane. Yeah, we don't have one of those. Please do. Don't want to get some new unrest just before getting in. Meh. Costs me nothing and gets derailed anyways. So we have mine rails now. Improved turret design. Sure, I can share that. What? Might be my casus belli. better armor quality, improved triples, superimposed X. Have everything we need for a 4 centerline turret. Yep, that's what I thought. Fleet battle. Let's see what you got, Austria. So there's our screen and our scouts. This is not much of a fleet battle. And we have our first sighting. Appears to be a heavy cruiser. I'm doubtful. We'll play it coy and stay at long range. At pretty much max range, which our accuracy is going to be abysmal. That's not what I want. Hit chance 2%. They have some 11-inch battle cruisers. We've got their heavy cruisers, 8-inch guns on them. We definitely don't want to go toe-to-toe with them. Not with our light cruisers. 2 Lissa classes. We're using 14-inch guns, 10-inch belt, 2-inch deck. A similar deck we want to close then. Then probably as close as 10,000 yards. What is our maximum range? Is 22,000. Currently we are at 20,000. Torpedo range is just outside of our torpedo range, as our long range torpedoes are 9,000. Ooh, 2 hits. "14-inch guns doing good work then. Oh yeah, we should come up to max speed actually. They can run circles around us, that's fine. 14-inch hit on Alyssa. 6-inch hit as well, but that's not as concerning. Another 14-inch. Colbert takes a hull hit from one of their 11-inch. Lissa takes a 6-inch. Another 14 for the Lissa. Ocean takes a medium gun. Bounces. Lissa takes a 14-inch. And a 6. Ocean again taking a hit, but bouncing. Let's get you guys into a support role. We don't really need to be screened anymore. I'll leave our scouts as scouts. Colbert takes a belt extended hit. "14-inch hit on the Lissa. One of the Lissas. I don't want to angle away too much more. I don't want to lose the forward turret. But they're slowly closing in. Pair of sixes. Heavy hit on the Colbert, bounces off the engine belt. Lissa takes a 14-inch. Another 14-inch. Ooh, and she's slowing. Might have been a hit to the electricals, although that would have been a full stop. There's another 14-inch. Another bounce off the engine room armor. Well, let's get some range. Get our destroyers to dive in to get them to bulk. I don't care if they actually launch torpedoes. I just want to get them to extend range because we're going to start taking damage now. Oh, we're going to lose the catapult. The Bombardier is also taking quite a bit of damage. See how the arquebus does. There, we got her to turn. That'll give us the range we need. Catapult is launching torpedoes. Oh, nice. And promptly sinks. A valiant last effort. And hits it. Outstanding. Well done, Catapult. We achieved our objectives and we got a torpedo hit. That was bonus. But we lost a destroyer to do it. Nope, I will make you chase me again. And we've lost our forward turret. Why are the main guns not firing? The oceans are. There we go. There's a 14-inch hit. Another 14-inch hit. How's the Alyssa looking? Medium damage. Six-inch hit. 14. 14 and a 6. 14 on the Alyssa, which is now slowing. Angle out slightly. Okay, so we're firing, but I don't see the turret slewed to the side. One in the afternoon, we have plenty of time. 6-inch hit on the Alyssa. 14 each for the Slavonian and the Lissa. 6-inch on the Lissa. $14 on the Slavonian. 14 on the Lissa. 6 on the Lissa. Arquebus, what are you doing? 14-inch on the Slavo. I know that's a nickname, but it's easier for me to pronounce. Slavonian is, well, that's not too hard to say. You realize I turned off squadron attack. What are you doing, Arquebus? Slavonian. Lissa with a 6-inch. Slavonian with a 14-inch. What are you doing, Arquebus? This is going to give us an opportunity to turn about. Oh, Ocean took a hit to the turret. Lissa takes a 6-inch, not too concerned about those. Ooh, belt extended. Penetration to the Ocean and the Colbert. $14-inch to the Lissa. 14-inch to the Lissa. Down to 50% ammo. Alright, I think I'm going to flip back around. Funnel riddled. Unfortunate. 2 knots of speed. I can accept that. $6-inch on the Slavonian. Fire started on the Ocean. $14 on the Slavonian. 14-inch on the Slavonian. Penetrating to the belt extended penetration on the Ocean. Oh, they're turning away. They know our torpedo range? We're all slowed now. And broadside to the Leopards, which are now taking an attack. We have now traded places. Yeah, not too concerned about the hits on the Colbert. Oh, the Leopards are trying for a second run. Nope, they balk. Okay, they're coming in. And now they're turning away. Hey, we got a 3-inch hit on one of the Leopards. Another 3-inch. 3-inch. 14-inch hit on the done now. One of the leopards is going to go down. "14-inch hit on the Schwarzenberg. We'll pick up survivors. "14-inch hit on the Alyssa. I want to close range and I want to go fast to do it. Getting another hit on the Alyssa. How are we on ammo? Not much left in the forward. There's a 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. See if we can get one of their battle cruisers down. There's another 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. Bear hitting the turret top, no effect. "14-inch hit on the Alyssa. 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. Belt extended hit on the Colbert. "14-inch on the Alyssa. A little bit of glare. We've reached 5 p.m. Let's angle a little bit in case they launch torpedoes. Does the Alyssa have torpedoes? It sure does. Alright, let's put a little bit of a wiggle. And then pursue again. 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. She is now slowing. Pair of 14-inch hits on the Alyssa. Goes into point blank range. Whole bunch of 6s. Pair 3 14-inch hits. Pair more 14-inch hits. And one more. He has not slowed to a stop. I'll send up the black flag. We'll see if our destroyers will launch a torpedo into the Alyssas. Arquebus has hers. Bombardier does not. Or has one launcher. Switch to support. Light cruisers can close in and also launch their torpedoes. 14-inch hit on the Alyssa. Heavy damage, medium damage. Yeah, our ship's going to be getting a bit close to these heavy cruisers. There we go. Torpedo will drop the black flag. Dusk is arriving. There's the hit. 2 hits. More torpedoes. Yeah, yes, she's going down. Leave her alone. Jeez. That is their escort. And now would be a perfect time to switch our destroyers. Actually, we'll leave them to support. We'll switch the cruisers to screen if they can get up here in a reasonable time. At the other destroyer? Hard to know. Yeah, I think it's whipping around. Yeah, it's going too fast. We're headed for the port of Kataro. I told you to go home, Bombard. Will you actually... Oh, you listen now. Not that they're likely to slow down to prevent bulkhead ruptures. There's the heavy cruisers. If that's all we can get, then I will happily close in with them. Full Bear launched a torpedo. 14 inch. 14 inch. 6 inch. 14 inch. Bouncing multiple hits. 14 inch. Ooh, Arquebus with engine damage. "14" on the Donau. A lot of missing at night. Full Bear is out of forward ammo. Ocean is quite nearly there. There's a 14 inch hit. 14 inch. We'll tack. "14 inch. 14 inch. Come on, slow down. 14 inch. I can slow down, I can get the rear turrets into action. This battle's gone on long enough as is. There's a 14. 6-inch. Six-inch. Pair of 6s. 3 6s. Has she slowed down? Finally. Get some 14s involved. Tack around the other way. Ooh, she's turning. More 14s. Torpedo. I'm pretty skeptical that one will hit. We hit an onside. What? Not that I'm arguing. 4-inch hit. 14. Drop to cruise speed. 14. 6. 14. Use DIW. Torpedo. Hits. Outstanding. Time to head away. No opposing ships inside of each other. We lost 2 destroyers. They lost a heavy cruiser, a battle cruiser, and a destroyer. Favorable start. But with that, I am out of time. This episode ran long. And I appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time.